Hi, this is Mary Ann, and we're coming to you today from Helping Rock Campground. And it's a transitional home, and we're here, transitional house, excuse me, and we're in Zephyr Hills, Florida. It is a beautiful day. And one of the reasons we decided that we wanted to do this with King Shield Productions and the crew was because we wanted everybody to know just exactly what goes on here. There's so many success stories, and we wanted you all to be a part of that success story. Wanted to give everybody some good news instead of all the bad news that's going on. So we're going to start off with asking this young man what his name is.
My name is Froggy.
Your name is?
Froggy.
Froggy. Okay, so that's kind of a strange name, right?
Yeah.
So where did you get the name Froggy?
From Dade City.
From Dade City. And what exactly were you doing?
Standing on the corner.
You were standing on what corner?
All corners.
Okay, so Mr. Froggy was standing on all corners, and that's how he got his name. And your name came from doing what?
Selling drugs.
Okay, so what kind of drugs were you selling?
Crack.
You were selling crack. And for how long were you doing that?
About 20-something years.
You were selling crack for 20 years on the street corner and never got busted?
No.
No?
No, until I got to Zephyr Hills.
Okay, so then you got to sell. So you're from out of state, or are you from Florida?
I'm from Florida.
You're from Florida?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Florida, you were dealing drugs for 20 years, never got busted until you got to Zephyr Hills.
Yeah, but God took all that away from me. I prayed to God and He took it all away from me.
Okay, we're not at that part yet. I want to I want to make sure. No, this is good. We're going to keep going. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands this. He was dealing drugs all over the place for 20. Oh, so you were doing drugs as well?
Yeah, I did meth and weed. Smoked a lot of weed.
Okay, so is that how your thing started? Is for actually dealing because you were trying to do the drugs yourself and you couldn't afford them?
I didn't do drugs. I just used that to buy my drugs.
Okay. All right, so for 20 years you were out there, you were off the chain, you were doing what you wanted to do. And then what happened after 20 years?
I still had God in my lap, but God closed the door on that. And He got me a job, so.
Okay, so you were actually dealing when you were saved already?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I smoked a joint, messed up. I messed up and smoked a joint.
Okay, so in other words, you weren't being obedient, but you were saved. You knew Jesus,
Yeah.
right?
When I was 23.
Okay, so now let's go forward. And you got busted how many times?
Once.
Okay, so you got busted once and then wound up in the Bartow County Jail?
No, I went in the Pasco County Jail.
Okay, so how long of a jail time did you do?
About 144 days altogether.
Okay, so did that give you plenty of time to think about stuff?
I started doing the prayer circle. And I started getting God more in my life. And I thought about this place because, the first time I thought about this place, I said, I already got God in my life. And then I come here and I started trying to help other people.
Okay, so you were here and then left.
And I moved out.
Okay, so hold on. You were here and left, you backslid, and then you came back?
I went back to jail, then I come back.
Oh, okay, so how come you went back to jail?
Because I smoked a joint.
Okay, and then you got caught?
No, I failed my drug test.
Okay, so you're actually kind of been in and out of here twice, is that correct?
It's my second time.
Second time. Okay, so I think that's really interesting that they took you back after the first time.
Well, the judge sent me here this time.
Oh, so the judge in Pasco County sent you back here.
Yeah, Judge Crane.
That's great, isn't it? That is wonderful that the judge, good for you, Judge. That's wonderful. So, okay, so you came back the second time. So what's different now than before?
Well, the difference from here, they got rules. They got a curfew. You're around people just like you, recovery. So most of the people I hang around with is all in recovery. So this program works, gotta let it work.
Okay, so here's my question though, but what's different about the first time you came here and this time?
The first time worked too.
Okay, so the first time worked, but you
I moved out.
But you moved out. Why did you move out?
Because I had a place to live and I moved out too soon.
Oh, okay, so that's really interesting too. So for those of you that are out there and doing a program, if you leave something too soon, that's not good news either. So how do you know when it's too soon and not too soon?
You gotta be right. I'm close. I'm getting close to finishing my program, so I got like 6 months left.
Okay, so a lot of people say that you have to find the root of the problem in order for the fruit outside to change.
The root of the problem is God. You got to accept God in your life, and walk the walk, and talk the talk, and then God will take care of you.
Right. Okay, so let's go a little bit further in your background. How were you brought up? How were you raised?
I was raised to do what I want to do when I was a kid, so I got to do what I want to do.
Okay, so no dad?
Now my dad, I'll see my dad once a year, birthdays, Christmas, stuff like that. That's about it.
Okay, and no mom?
Yeah, I had a mom with no supervision.
Okay, was it because they were too busy working?
No, my mom used to go to the bar a lot, so drank. So, and my stepdad, I didn't like my stepdad, so I was abused when I was younger. So,
Okay, so were you physically, sexually, emotionally
not
abused?
sexually, just abused.
Just abused, like beaten?
Yeah.
And so did you kind of make a self oath that will never happen to me again?
No, when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna get him when I get older, and I did. So it didn't make it right. When I was like 16, I got him back.
Okay, so what do you mean you got him back?
I told my mom I was gonna fight. I was gonna get him when I got old enough to fight back. So I did it already, but it didn't solve the problem.
Okay, so you fought back and that's when they kicked you out?
Yeah.
All right, so you came from an abusive background, so therefore you didn't have a good self-image, is that correct?
No. No.
So what do you have to say to those people out there that don't have a dad and don't have a good self-image?
Go to God. Gotta fill all your needs.
But what does that mean on an everyday thing? What does it mean, go to God?
You gotta give your heart to God.
And then what happens?
He fills all your needs. Takes care of you.
Okay, so now you don't need the drugs anymore?
No.
And have you gotten a job?
Yeah, I got 2 jobs.
Nice. So you work 2 jobs. Congratulations. It's great. Good. So where do you work? Let's give them a boost.
I work at ABC Pizza.
Okay, and where else?
Solar panel on 1 day a week.
Okay, so nice. Now I'm sure that ABC Pizza and Solar Panel or wherever that is, I'm sure that they don't pay $600 a day.
No.
So in light of all that, because there's plenty of kids out here on the street and they're dealing plenty of dope because of the money, because they're trying to live.
But it really ain't worth it. 'Cause most of my buddies got killed, shot, and most of them are in prison, so it's not really worth it.
So the price that you have to pay is not worth it. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about your sobriety now.
I go to, right now, I did 90 AAs already, so.
What does that mean?
AA, non-alcohol. I did about 90 of them already.
90?
Yeah.
So that means you did 90 different classes?
90 AAs.
Okay, so where do you go for this class?
20th Street.
Oh, so it's right here in Zephyr Hills?
Yeah.
Okay, so on 20th Street in Zephyr Hills, you can go to classes what nights?
You go at noon. Noon. It's called the Nooners. That's in the lunchtime, 12 to 1. Then at an afternoon, it's like 7:15, and then it's down at 8:15. You go to, it's called Turning Point.
Oh, okay, it's Turning Point and it's a church?
Yeah, it's church owns it.
Okay, so does Helping Rock help you stay clean?
They got rules. They got supervision. That's all you need is supervision, and you gotta let the program work for you.
So you got to break some bad habits.
Yeah.
So how does this place and what have you learned here at Helping Rock in the past year?
Stay out of trouble.
And how do you do that?
Stay here.
I guess he's just going to stay here forever, folks. Okay, so the bottom line is this place has helped you with boundaries.
Yeah, they got rules and supervisions. That's what you need, and you gotta set goals.
Okay, so what are your goals?
Get all my bills paid and finish the program. That's my goal.
Okay, so when you finish this program, are you going to come back and help the community here? Are you going to help other people like you that don't know who they are?
Well, I'm actually going to help my church. I got a church already. So.
Great.
They feed the homeless on Wednesdays and Fridays at the Zephyr Hills Park.
And what is the name of that church?
A Buying Church.
That's great.
Pastor Carlos.
Okay, so if you were going to tell somebody out there that was all confused about what they should do and they don't know where to go and they've been in and out of the slop house and flop house and this and that, would you tell somebody that they needed to come here? Would you actually say this was a good place for them to come?
First, I tell them to go get help, A&A.
Okay.
Then the AA people will send them to the right place and then come to Help Rock.
Right. Okay, so Helping Rock is a good transitional home back into society.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you were going to say something to Wanda and Eddie, what would it be?
Thank God for Help Rock. Because I wouldn't have it where I'd be in the woods somewhere in a tent. So thank God they got the Help Rock.
Well, Wanda and Eddie, thank you so much for doing this for everybody. We love you, and we thank you, and God bless you. And Froggy, congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you graduate, and I hope we never see you in jail again.
I hope they keep the Help Rock open.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.